Alright boys, I'm back down here in this site. That old big elm tree. There's those two sugar trees I talked about in my video yesterday. 23 sensitivity. All-terrain low conductors. Speed 5. I can turn that to 6, I guess. You see the discrimination pattern there? It's notched all the way to 68. See that custom upper Ferrous limits? It's open to 68 all the way to the top, and it's shut down at 82. Alright? So if that upper Ferrous limit's being open on this machine in this side is going to hurt this machine, we should hear some audio, right? This is super high iron in here, boys. I have swept this detector out here for about 10 minutes already. Alright. Now I've did videos sweeping gold rings and nickels. You get to hear what this machine sounds like when you come across something like that. With that exact setup. Elevated above the ground. I can bury some targets and show you in this setup too, but I haven't done that. 23 sensitivity, you know, that's sort of warm, you know. You might not have to run a machine that hot in this high-ass iron side. The machine has got a max speaker volume. Now, some of this grass in here is tall, and I'm bumping this call a little bit, okay? Full disclaimer. But this sumbitch in here is loaded with square nails, horseshoe, you name it, boys. It's in here, okay? Do you hear anything coming out of that machine, really? There is some stubble sticking up in places in here, okay? I got blue, you know, I got a black line, you know, I see iron showing up on the screen. Okay. I've not heard anything that would alert me. Uh-oh, sharpshooter needs to put the brakes on. Meaning I'm not getting any iron coming up in this machine. We're going to let this camera run a while, okay? Because evidently there's some people, you know, they don't think this would be possible. Well, you get to believe what you want, okay? Now, this area right in here, I've busted the shit out of this. They never did plow this or disc it for the corn, okay? I've hammered the piss out of this in here with several models of detectors. I've not hit this extra hard in here with a DS2 or a Manticore, okay? Disclaimer. I've not had the Manticore with the M8 call in here, okay? Now, I'm gonna mash the horseshoe button. Y'all hear that? It's like this all in here. There's probably 3 acres in here that's extremely high iron, okay? I'm turning the horseshoe button back off. You run this in a sports field, dry sand beach, relic site. You come across a nail barrel with a shallow nickel beside it or a gold ring. You know what might happen with this machine set up like it's being run right now? Take a guess. You hear that? The machine is on, by the way. Horseshoe back in. You hear that? Horseshoe back off. We're gonna go back toward this way right here, boys. Could I hit a piece of higher conductive modern trash in here and it sound off on this machine? It's possible. This area right in here was plowed 2 years ago. They didn't plow it this year. Disclaimer here, I found after they plowed, see where that camera is, right in that area right there? Testing this machine from Mine Lab, I found 3 old coins. Alright, with the stock coil. I come back with a DS2, 11 and 9-inch coils in the same area. How many coins do you think I found? Not a damn one. Okay, that's a fact. But I still had to check, you know, we don't know what we don't know, do we? I'm gonna mash the horseshoe button again. Listen. You hear all that shit down there in that ground? Listen. You hear all that? Horseshoe button going off. So this upper Ferrous limits block don't seem to be letting shit come up on this machine, okay? Don't seem to be. Now, if I hit a hammerhead out here like I did yesterday, we might see it in there. You know, I mean, hammerheads are not that common, are they? I mean, you could find them. There's not as many hammerheads in this site as there are nails, are there? Horseshoe button going back in. I want you to listen. You hear all that? Listen. Listen to that. Horseshoe button going off. Hear any audio coming out of that machine, boys and girls? Every now and then I hear just a faint tone, but that may be because I'm bumping a call in some of this shit in this field. Horseshoe button going back in. Listen. This is rough right in here, boys. DS2 dug a 1888 V-nickel right over there. Not that long ago. Hear all that? Horseshoe in. Horseshoe in. Horseshoe off. Right there, I got a target coming in, reading in the center of the screen. Faint 74. See that right there? I didn't bring no shovel, and I'm not down here detecting. I got a lot to do today. But that's not coming in my window. That's the best signal I've heard down here with the horseshoe off, right there. That's not bad, is it, boys? That may be a non-ferrous target. I'm not digging down here today. It's dry here, and I've got things to do. Horseshoe button going back in. You hear all that? Horseshoe button going off. You see, boys, you won't find a better person to test the detectors than me. There may be some out there as good as I am. You won't find many better, okay? And I'm not saying that to be bragging. I try to do the best I can to show people, you know, you got some non-believers out there, okay? Now, if you paid $1,500 for this damn machine, you better be paying attention to the sharpshooter, because you might get your damn money's worth out of this machine if you listen to me. I'm sweeping back and forth there. I don't hear anything. Horseshoe button going in. Listen to all that. Horseshoe button still in. You hear all that? Horseshoe button going off. This is enough evidence for me. Even after yesterday, I had enough evidence. This is enough evidence for me to make the statement that opening that notch up right there like I have, 68 to 82 in this high-ass iron sight, I don't see any negative effects. Okay? It's not causing any burdensome effects. Horseshoe still off. Been some old coins found right in here, boys. Now right over in there is some modern trash on the right side of that tree yonder, okay? I'm not going over there because that's not going to tell us anything. If the machine starts to learn over here on high conductive trash, you know, you all will think the machine's falsing. Horseshoe button is still off. Alright, I'm past 11 minutes of this video. Horseshoe button's back on. You hear that? You hear all that shit in the ground? Horseshoe off. Okay. Horseshoe button is still off. Sweep back and forth right here. Horseshoe is off. Horseshoe going on. You hear all that shit? Okay? That's going to conclude the video, folks. You get to believe what you want, okay? You use your machine the way you want. All sharpshooter can do is show you stuff. Alright? Nobody would ever have thought about that, huh? Look at that little old window right up there, boys. Could bust your ass a $2,500 gold ring. And you might be walking right behind somebody with an Equinox. And you hit that $2,500 gold ring. How about that? I hope everybody has a nice day.